In today's headlines, the land of smiles is also the land of bewildering bureaucracy, as officials say the lifting of mask mandates is still up in the air due to, of course, administrative reasons. Meanwhile, officials come up with a brilliant, innovative solution to combat rising gas prices. And if you know me, you'll know that I love sarcasm. All this is coming up in today's program.
Thailand News Today is brought to you by 5-Star Marine.
Hi, you're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest headlines in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, while we might be rid of the Thailand Pass on July 1st, there appears to be an administrative delay in the changes in mask requirements and changes to closing times. In clarifying the new face mask guidelines, Dr. Tawisin Wisunuyotin, the spokesperson for the CCSA, says that all 77 provinces in Thailand would be redesignated as green zones. In the new country-wide green zones, wearing a face mask outdoors will be voluntary, except in crowded places such as public transport, markets, and event venues, or for people with conditions to be concerned of. But while the Thailand Pass is set for abolition on July the 1st, Dr. Tawisin says they have to wait for a publication date in the Royal Gazette, as more government guidance is expected after the cabinet meeting this week. Dr. Tawisin also acknowledged that private businesses, offices, or buildings are entitled to apply their own restrictions. The same clear-as-mud situation covers the revised closing of times of Thailand's nightlife, which the CCSA announced last week would be moved to 2 a.m. and 1 a.m. in some locations. In a walk back from last Friday's announcements, Dr. Tawisin says it remains unclear when operating hours will be extended to 2 a.m., as there are laws that cover closing hours for night entertainment venues. Again, the CCSA is seeking clarification from the National Security Council to study the legal details of the new closing times before submitting a proposal to the cabinet. Another one of last Friday's announcements awaiting publication in the Gazette or further discussion in cabinet is getting rid of the need for businesses and venues to have infrared red screening devices in their entrances. The thermal scanning, a common sight in all building and shop entrances around Thailand since 2020, has now been deemed mostly ineffective. While it is hoped that all the announcements made last Friday can go ahead from July the 1st, they will need to be posted in the Royal Gazette first. That's the rubber stamp administrative procedure in Thailand. The department's official Facebook page yesterday uploaded a picture of a stove with a caption saying a charcoal stove is durable, helps save money, uses less charcoal, and offers a lot of heat. The stove in the picture is a Tao Mahasethi, which translates to a millionaire stove. Oh, the irony. It was developed by the Ministry of Energy and is different from a conventional stove sold in the marketplace. This stove provides 29% more heat than an ordinary cooker, which could help reduce a consumer's energy bill by 500 to 600 baht per year. And it sure did cause a lot of heat. Unsurprisingly, the post went viral on social media, and Thai netizens' comments were scathing towards the Energy Ministry's promotion of the stove. One said, "It's a kindergarten project. Please do something that looks like it came from a government agency." Other comments followed, such as, "The officers from the Energy Ministry should try it first. Should I go into the woods and pick some wood sticks? Yes, let's set a fire in a condominium. And why do we have to pay tax to hire these people?" Gas prices have increased dramatically from April to June this year, and the price of a 15-kilogram gas cylinder climbed from 318 baht to 363. The Energy Policy Administration Committee announced on June 15th that the price of gas would increase further from July the 1st by 1 baht per kilogram, and a 15-kilogram cooking gas cylinder would cost 378 baht. In August, the price is to be increased again by 15 baht, making the cost of a 15-kilogram cooking gas cylinder 393 baht. In September, another 15 baht rise is intended, with the price of a 15-kilogram cooking gas cylinder standing at 408 baht.
Choose your trip to your favorite island with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan's confidence that small political parties will support the government in the upcoming no-confidence debate appears to be misplaced. The 76-year-old leader of the ruling Palang Pracharat Party believes the targeted cabinet ministers have enough support from small political parties to see off the opposition at the debate, planned for July the 18th and predicted to last 5 days. They are on the government side. There is no problem with that, Prawit said. But the general could be in for a surprise from coalition members from the Serekit Thai Party. Serekit Thai leader Captain Thamarat Prompao and its 18 MPs were all expelled by the Palang Pracharat Party for acting as renegades, and time does not appear to be a healer in this case. Thamarat last week insisted his party would not support the government in the upcoming no-confidence motion, but hinted the party may back General Prawit at least. We have confidence in him. He is not the type of person some media outlets understand him to be. To be honest, all of the ministers said to be targets should have a cause for concern, except General Prawit. The no-confidence motion was tabled against the government in Parliament on June 15th by core members of the opposition led by Cholanansi Keo, leader of the Pheu Thai Party. They targeted Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and 9 cabinet ministers for their alleged mishandling of important issues and ethical code violations. The opposition has 208 MPs within its ranks, while the government could command up to 240 votes. There are a total of 477 MPs, and the opposition needs at least 239 votes if it is to defeat the government in the no-confidence vote. Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra is the latest to weigh in on the happy plant. In a video addressed to Thais last night, Thaksin compared the happy plant to opium, warning that people need proper science and education. He said that when opium first came on the scene, it also had many properties that people used it for. However, it was used recreationally and abused. The former PM went on to say that when he was in police training, he had friends who used the happy plant, leading to what he calls as scary situations. He said he feared that one friend would jump off a high building while intoxicated, a common concern among old people, I guess. Thaksin added that he once tried a cheaply made product in a capsule that helped him sleep, but he said it gave him bad dreams. Thaksin urged the public to know what it was getting into when it comes to the happy plant, saying that it has addictive qualities. A controversial figure indeed, Thaksin was known for his war on drugs in Thailand. During the campaign that was launched in 2003, more than 2,500 people were killed. Thaksin's government says this was largely due to drug dealers killing each other, but human rights groups said it was the result of extrajudicial police killings. A fire in Bangkok gutted about 30 houses in the city's Pathumwan district yesterday. Locals whose homes were burned to the ground were housed at a temporary shelter near a community center and received relief services. 4 of the locals suffered from smoke inhalation, and traffic in the area was closed to help a bedridden patient reach King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital. According to Bangkok Governor Chhatchhat Siripan, even though the closest fire station is only about 600 meters away from the community, the area's narrow roads and lanes in the community made it tough for fire trucks to get to the scene. Chhatchhat said, however, that firefighters were still able to reach the area quickly, putting out the fire in less than 2 hours. More than 10 fire trucks and some ambulances arrived. Bangkok's central neighborhood of Bon Gai, where the blaze broke out, is crowded with about 12,000 living on about 2.4 hectares of land. Firefighters and rescue workers found that the fire had started at a wooden house and then spread to other wooden houses around it. And that's it for our report from Thailand News Today. The show will be back tomorrow. Meanwhile, you're now up to date on the Thaiger.